Today in the life of a hunter.
Charming.
And here we actually see Bianca out of her robes.
Hello.
Well, she
Actually,
looks
this is
like
the
a
first time-
rabbit.
Hungry.
Well, the first time we see her with her hood pulled down.
Yeah, I was about to say, because she still technically has the rope, it's just
I'm
open
sorry
and the
this
hood's
happened,
down.
but
Did they do the cream the rabbit thing again?
Well,
What do you mean?
Define
Or
the
her
cream
ears
the
are
rabbit
basically
thing.
designed backwards?
you just don't understand.
Yes. Like right here, technically, yes. Her ears are facing back.
Oh, for
I mean,
God's sakes.
don't bunny ears... Can't bunny ears twist themselves like that anyway?
Yes, this was
No, they fold back,
now
but
that
they
I'm
don't
looking
twist
to- oh.
back.
Oh no! Also, we're learning the history that yes, apparently the dragons were actually banished because of the magic the sorceress had.
Because she's a jerk.
Oh yeah, I guess we should have elaborated further on what they've been talking about with the plot. In that, we talked about earlier how magic was more or less disappearing because, the disappearance of the dragons, which when you think about it was kind of the dumbest thing the sorceress ever did.
Well,
Well, it's
well,
more
actually-
like a
well,
case
well,
where
well,
she's
as
gone
we'll-
mad with power and she wants it all for herself.
Yeah, but it's like
Because
you
it's
need
not-
dragons in order to sustain that power, you dumb bitch.
Here's the thing, James. We will actually learn later that was actually a lie.
Oh.
We'll actually learn later, anyway. I think we're getting close to it. We will soon learn that dragons were not actually the source of magic.
This is honestly one of my favorite levels in the game.
Oh, right, yeah. Back into the level at hand. We have a big problem. That evil nerd Azrael has kidnapped the fairy princess.
Man, what a nerd. Probably draws an MS
wants to-
Paint post
who
to
wa-
DeviantArt.
Who wants to marry a dork like him? Icky, I dare.
Probably
you.
calls it his portfolio.
I fucking double dog. Holy shit, I'm loaded. Dare you, Icky.
Yeah.
Wow.
To draw Azrael like Millhouse.
No.
God.
Okay.
Well,
Millhouse
hey,
doesn't deserve my unconditional love.
Can I just say, Logan, first off, I'm impressed and surprised by how intensely fierce you were about that. Second off, you're gonna have to be specific because media has graced us with multiple Azraels. Are you talking?
That's true. It is actually some of our closest friends have now crossed into the dark side of Azrael. So
Oh no.
Hurry, Spyro. If we
Come
sorry
on,
if I
Nighty.
didn't hear.
right away, the princess will be forced to
Don't you just
marry
love all the
us.
fairies we've been meeting up with up until now have literally just been recolors of Zoe?
Zoe.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Up
mean, at
until
this
this
point, I'm not
level,
even
oddly
gonna.
enough.
But you gotta be careful because these guys work a little bit like the magic crafters in that they will grow and shrink some of the other enemies around. Actually, no,
No,
that
it's
would be,
Dreamweavers.
Dreamweavers who did that. Yeah, the fools.
Yeah,
This level is kind of like a mix of both Magic Crafters and Dreamweavers.
kind
So,
of,
you know
yeah.
what it was? Because you know what it is? I was thinking of this, where like the magic crafters, the druids, they can move objects around. So you
They
gotta-
start fucking with terrain.
Yep, and unfortunately, once again, Moneybags is on their side.
Yeah, and he's got a magic trick all his own.
He is an opportunist.
It only happens like once every world, but yeah, there are sometimes levels where you cannot proceed without having to pay the toll.
The troll toll.
I mean, if you've been good about collecting your gems, though, it's like money back should never be an issue.
Oh no, dude, absolutely. I mean, it's good. Let's see how much see how much he asks versus how much we actually have on hand. Let's see. We want 600. I have 4,400.
This is probably one of my favorite, most smartass moments of Moneybags, though.
Oh, and best of luck rescuing that princess, or whatever it is you're up to.
Not even
Fair
that,
enough.
though. Check out the stairs.
Yeah.
They'll conjure the stairs back up. However, after a couple of seconds, they'll flatten them
They'll
back
go right
down
back
to a
down.
slide.
Yep.
They'll be tricking you like that.
Just to fuck with you.
Let's go get Benjamin Brown.
Hey, Benjamin. Also, yeah, no, I was pretty certain that like the source of all the magic in this place was just from the dragons exclusively.
That's what
I mean,
the
I
game
can see
wants you to
that.
think.
I could s-
Well, no, I'm pretty sure that's what it is because I do remember like we're not gonna get into the spoilers real quick, but like right now, but like her end goal in the grand scheme of things is really fucking stupid.
It's very
Well,
petty.
Well, there's that.
Petty and really
really-
fucking stupid. Like again, she banished the entire dragon kingdom to some unknown part that we ended up making a home out of in the first game, and in the process, all the magic's more or less been draining as a result.
Right. Well,
And
So
she's
she's never
literally
lacking-
called the Enchantress or the Sorceress.
And then she
Right.
sends her lackey rabbit character to get more dragon eggs from where she banished us to in the first place.
Right, so
I'll
it's
say
like
heads up.
you really should have
Heads
thought
up, I
that
don't
part
like
out
this
a
guy.
little, maybe a little more in advance.
I
Yeah.
don't like that cat.
Yeah,
I
that-
don't like that cat because he always snipes me.
Yeah, that cat's stupid.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
protect
Mo
this
here.
flamin' Mo.
He's stupid. He's stupid and he pisses everywhere.
Yeah.
Flaming Mo, send by Mo here. Flaming Mo, that's me.
Anyways, you see that tower over there in the distance?
Yeah.
If you manage to glide over there and land, you get a skill point.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
one-
can
not-
feel-
honestly, one of the
I can
easier
feel
ones in the
zero
game, to
regrets
be
for
honest.
not doing
Well, it's more
Yeah.
of a case of, okay, so you know your 3D platforming? Let's see if you could reach over here.
it. Starring Alicia, Zoe's Smash Color Palette Swap number 4.
Oh, well.
And there's
Hey,
Zoe
Zoe.
right
there
now.
too. I was like, wait a minute.
And which one's the real Zoe?
But yeah, no, this level's not too bad, except for they're gonna make us traipse around here a lot because A, we've been having to deal with all this part. B, they're gonna give us another one of those magic teleporting pots. And the other problem is that the way the level's designed, it requires a lot of jumping away from where you just were and getting ready to do it all over again because you can't. You know, it is like you have to give up progress to drop down the level to get here, knowing that you're gonna have to just fly right back up the next second.
It's a
Yeah.
diversion. Plus, it's probably
It's
the
a
cat
lot of
wizards fucking
diversion.
with you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of, I need to find more fodder, but for now, let's meet Nightmare.
Hey there, Jackie boy.
According to legends, there's a golden goose at the top.
I much
of this
prefer
hill.
him in the original.
I want to be the first
I
person
much
to
more
the
prefer him
top
in the
so I can
original,
grab it.
because at least there,
Because
the
he sounded
beady
like a
black
funny
eyes-
farmer, man.
Insta-sprout
And because the
ultra super
beady
gross
black
seeds from a
soulless
berry with
eyes
no
made
gel.
sense, whereas
He's
here,
a real
they...
magic, but I can't make them
When I
talk.
first played this,
You can have a
I,
couple if you
at
want.
least seeing this again, I was like, is he actually evil? And everyone was like, no, he is not secretly evil. I'm like, he really freaking looks like it.
And now you know why I haven't watched James and Giant Peach ever since I was 12.
Oh, yeah, that is a fair point.
I mean, I guess
So
it could be
here's the-
worse.
Now this mechanic I actually do like over here. We're gonna do some puzzles, similarly to the planting of the seeds in the what was it? Was the worm,
In
with the
Zephyr.
buggy. Yeah, it was similar to that area, but here you actually have to pay attention to which seed you're planting. Be
The
it
yellow
a
beans
flat
sprout.
platform.
The yellow beans sprout sunflower platforms. The red beans sprout bounty mushrooms.
Yep. And but do note that the red bounty mushrooms are taller than the sunflower platforms and will require at least a bit of an edge to get up to one of them.
I hate to bring logic into this discussion, but
You hate to bring logic into a logic puzzle, James. How could you?
I mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, that's not. Yeah, but what was I gonna say? Do mushrooms grow from seeds? I thought they were just fungi.
They're spores, yeah. They should only grow from spores, not seeds.
Which,
Maybe it's a
yeah,
jelly bean.
and it's like, bless her heart, but I could never unsee mushrooms the same way again after Tara told me what they're really supposed to be.
Psilocybin.
Did she show you that one fan game I showed Seely, the Snow of Basidia?
No, she gave me the cold hard facts. They're-
and
They're little. I mean, I shouldn't even really be all that concerned, considering this is not even remotely PG friendly, but they're literally fungus dicks.
We're almost to
Yep.
the top.
yeah, no, that's how they, yeah, and
Edible
when they spread
fungus
their
dicks.
and when they spread their spores, they are, yeah, that's exactly how it works. But no, I was thinking of a horror game that I showed Celia a while back called Snow of Basilia, where it was a really neat horror game where they based it off of a similar look as the old Zelda games, but it ended up with like a mushroom. It was like a Junji Ito kind of thing that happened.
Ooh.
Anyway, there's a whole lot to it, but for now, hype.
If you ask about my kids again,
It's not about the kids. Jesus, what
Have they been vaccinated?
I don't know.
I've
I
say
don't
been
know what they
spayed and neutered.
Wait, don't ask. The servers don't ask, don't tell. That's how it works. That's how it's always been. I don't know. Moving on. I was gonna ask that as we're getting, what did you think of Bianca's overall like redesign for this?
Honestly, I like it. Granted, a lot of it has to do with the fact that, keep in mind, I'm not exactly like a longtime Spyro fan, let alone a Spyro purist, so take my word with a shaker of salt, but I never really liked her original design. Like, I thought she looked way too doofy looking, so I appreciate her redesign here.
I think it was her eyebrows or her eyes that made her look
Like
a little
her
too,
her eyebrows, her eyes, the mouth. It looks.
It's the whole damn package. She just looked like something out of some scrapped Muppets cartoon.
Also, this is a little head twist they pull on you, where you actually need to, because you can't actually use that sunflower to make it all the way. You have to take it back here so you can bring this other bouncy mushroom.
I remember
over
being
yonder.
stumped by this part too.
Same.
Same,
But I was
same
so
on my-
proud
on
of
my
myself when I
first
figured it
time.
out.
And yeah, no, same here as well, my first time. But there you go. That gives you the extra oomph you need to make it to the very top with a golden goose.
Hey,
a
Goosey!
duck! That is a very penguin-esque duck.
Also, it doesn't have the same beady eyes that Jack here does.
Or maybe it's like a chocobo.
So again, would have been too much.
A baby
to just
chocobo, maybe.
Jack.
Well, no, since it's a golden chocobo, it could potentially fly.
That's
No,
true.
I thought only the black and red chocobos could fly.
In Final Fantasy IX, the golden chocobo could fly.
Oh, okay.
I really hope, for the love of God, they don't fuck up Chocobo GP, because I'm already getting mixed signals with what all they've told about it.
There's a lot for me to be concerned about, and I agree. I hope that they're not looking at it like. I hope they're not looking at it as, oh, CTR Nitro Field wasted its potential by not monetizing at every possible angle.
Except they
Let's
did.
show them how they could have done it. No, well, Nitro Field didn't.
They tried.
They tried,
but
The difference is that, like, well, the difference with Nitro Field is that, like, it gives you the option to do it. You're not at any point ever forced to do it to get any of the stuff in the game.
And to be
Yeah.
fair,
Whereas
and
if-
to its credit, the stuff that, matters most, you didn't have to spend that much on to begin with.
whereas if we haven't already told you about it before, Icky, some of the characters in Chocobo Grand
have to
Prix,
pay for.
Grand Prix because they're tied behind the season pass subscription.
Which is really shitty of them.
Especially because some of those characters are characters that were freely unlockable in the original.
Yep.
I mean, at least with Squall, it's not too bad, because it seems like it's pretty much, for his case, it's more or less the same as what we dealt with CTR. Cloud, on the other hand, you have to get
that's them.
you have to
them.
get super
Oh!
lucky with it. Oh, God.
Yeah, for some
Okay.
reason when you flame that cat, you're instantly teleported over here.
Yeah, because
There you go.
here we are.
Hey, Spyro.
It looks like Princess Amy, who does have her own unique design.
She
That's
is
nice.
very anime-esque, I guess.
Kind of,
She
yeah.
they're actually eloping.
Yeah. It's a literal Romeo and Juliet moment here.
With a magical motorcycle.
Also,
That's
I
Sakura.
also, I will say, Azrael here doesn't look that bad either.
It's not a bad design. I
And I'm sure they'll make a
Because
nice.
he's a bad boy.
I'm sure they'll make a decent couple.
Hey, you ever
See
seen
ya,
Grease?
bub. Yeah.
So where do they go at the end of Grease?
We don't know.
The world may never know.
The same place that Johnny's vampire car flew off to at the end of the room.
Johnny's vampire car?
Okay, have you heard of the movie? Have you heard of Tommy Wiseau and that?
Yes,
movie,
I know
The
of
Room?
Tommy Wiseau in the room.
In the original screenplay, he wanted his car to fly off into space, probably because he saw Grease, but he described it as, oh, his car is a vampire,
What?
and it flies off into the
How
space,
much
and everyone was like,
so how much substance does
and-
that guy take anyway?
we don't know, but everyone was there saying, no, Tommy,
Tommy,
no vampire car.
that's too far.
Oh, by the way, I do believe this is the last time we'll be playing as Sergeant Bird.
But I'm late for
I'm genuinely thinking, I think you're right.
What
Which is
about
unfortunate,
Molten
but-
Crater?
maybe?
That's right. We didn't even do Molten Crater yet. My
Yeah,
bad.
we haven't gone back there yet.
But I guess as
Yeah,
far as
this-
like levels we haven't been to yet, this technically would be the last time you'd play as Sergeant Bird, because he doesn't get anything in the last world.
and listen,
Where have you been, James? We were
there you go.
supposed to
That's
meet you
apparently
level an
the
hour
secret
ago.
mission he's on is he's actually on a date.
And he was late for it.
Unfortunately, we got cats to deal with.
It doesn't matter though. The whole temple is full of nasty cat witches anyway. We just have to call off our date.
You know, those cats sound very croaky to
Want
me.
battle the witches?
Yeah, but that being said, time to blow up some witches in a very big oval arena.
Fun fact, if you just stand there in the middle and fire your missiles, you will hit every single one of them. At least for this
Really?
part of the mission.
Oh yeah, because right here it's not too bad. Don't mind the missiles
Ow.
clipping into the ground, but the first batch of them, not too bad. It's gonna be when we have to kill, I think, 10 of them. Come on, missiles.
You have to
track
kill 10 of them when the floor is lava.
Yes.
Oh, I see those rocket launchers aren't just
Oh, by the way, you see those stained glass windows in the background? Shoot them for a skill point.
Accuracy is better
Yep.
Yeah,
than
makes
your
sense.
punctuality because there are still a lot more witches in
More
the
the
temple.
Oh, dear.
witches.
More witches.
Not the witches.
You know,
Don't worry, my
take your
fine
time.
maiden. Don't worry, my fine maiden. I will handle the witches.
I gotta be careful because eventually. Oh, that's
These
right.
guys sound like
This mission also-
hyenas, too.
Yeah, I can hear it. That's right. This mission actually lasts a while because first you have to fight 10 of them, and then you gotta fight 10 of them without getting hit and without touching the floor.
No, you can get hit, it's just that you can't touch the floor.
You know what? What I should have said earlier was, don't worry, my lady. I will handle these witches. And by the time I'm done with them, they'll be full of stitches.
Ho ho ho!
I'm witty.
I will allow it. I would allow it. He would actually be the guy who was like, "Come on, day."
The funny wordplay.
I mean, it's fun when you do it.
Nice hit.
There we go.
I must admit, James, I am impressed.
Oh.
There are still a few witches left, though, and this time they mean business. They even turn the floor into deadly
What the
blue
hell was that?
ooze.
You mean lava.
Do be careful. Okay.
No, it was just what the hell? Was...
I do believe the dictionary term for that is phazon, my dear.
I love the idea.
It really is just Phazon, huh?
I'm sorry, he's not a dork, but I love the idea of whenever James receives praise, he's just
Oh, like fucking Robin Williams.
just looking pleased with himself. I don't know. Anyway, again, as you're seeing here, it's nothing. You know what you gotta do. Just
Just be
shoot
very
them.
careful with the cat wizards. You'll know they're about to attack if they're on the same if they're at the same altitude as you, they'll start attacking.
And heading directly towards you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you can't take hits. Okay, come on, one. And where's the last one?
Come on.
There you
There
are.
it is. There it is.
Look at this
Hi.
way. Look at this way, dude. At least you'll get to retire afterwards. At least
And
until you have to
you'll
go
know
home.
if your
The leader of
truly
100
platonic
witches
friend
for
Isabel.
nothing. Now we have
Perhaps.
the temple all to
And
ourselves.
then
And he was never seen from again.
We have a present
not until
for you.
Hero. Oh my gosh, not until Hero's Tale, but we'll go there soon.
Eventually, maybe a few years from now. When it's
That
not the
isn't
year of
my
the dragon.
baby.
Also, I love how like the whole talk, like all the talk, like the chatting we've done with this fairy. It almost makes me think back to Deadlocked when you had that whole biopic with Courtney Gears and whatnot.
Oh my god.
But baby, you don't understand. I'm trying to give these kids the gifts of learning.
You know, when you say it that way, it kind of... I immediately think of like a Ratchet and Clank cutscene in the art style of the South Park. With like
What?
the Canadians.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that bit.
I mean, you know what?
Then again,
Ratchet-
James Earl Taylor is Canadian, so...
Huh, so he is. But
And
I was
on
gonna say,
that.
you know what? Even if Ratchet wasn't able to do it, Crash was able to do it.
They did do that, even though it was kind of grossing and
He was kind of
force-fed cake.
Krang.
It was.
I'm not the one in the milking machine. Milky Magoo.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yes, yeah. Some of the dialogue was a bit odd in that scene, but there were still some good moments.
Like the
such as,
entire
again,
cutscene
engines.
wasn't.
Imagine that. Life without cake. You fiend.
Yeah, there's that one. There was
There was one
What else?
modeled after like 1930s Fleischer cartoons.
right.
Oh,
The one with what was the one when Entropy was talking about how he invented the Etch-a-Sketch?
You mean embryo? Yeah, that's the one where they got to the junkyard.
I'm trying to remember what art style.
I
that
think
was
they were
in.
trying to. I think that was trying to be like a Saturday morning anime.
There was like the edgy gorillas style one.
Yeah, that was like the very beginning when they were showing off the. My name sounds like a fetus.
There was that, and then I mean, my mind always goes back to. I don't know what the style was in specifically, but you know, it always go back to that. Stare into the dancing lights. Stare and dream.
I don't know if that's
Stare
anything.
and dream.
I don't know if that has a specific art style, but I know which one you're talking about. That one's pretty funny
It's like
too.
flat. I always thought it was just flash animation.
There was
I
one where it
always
was
wondered
supposed
what
to be
the-
like hand puppets, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no, that was
that,
it's like Sota Mimilas, confused. Where'd I get this? There's that. There was I forget what the art style was, but it was just the hi. I forgot
That's
what I was going to say.
I think
Wait,
that
I got it.
I know that's supposed to be based on like a not Matrix anime, but something along the lines of like it was supposed to be like a sci-fi-esque like animation, which is why they had like
Guess
the
I
more
can see that.
distorted like character designs.
Yeah.
And then of course
Oh, like
they
such
ended
an
off
argo?
with, and then they ended it off with freaking Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
That was okay.
woodworking or crocheting or something.
Also,
Build
I
a
do believe this is-
hovercraft or something.
Also, I do believe this is like the really odd exception. Maybe it's maybe it's because we were underwater the whole time, but technically we're done.
Technically
Yeah, we
speaking.
are at... Yeah, no, they don't actually take us right back here. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna come back for that speedway later. For now, let's just get on with the next boss. We're gonna head over to Midnight Mountain.
Midnight Mountain.
And we're gonna go there by rocket.
Rocket!
Uh-oh.
Who's this Scorch asshole, and why is he in
actually-
a pit?
Oh, actually, genuinely one of the creepiest boss designs.
Nah.
I thought he was creepy,
No, I thought
for
Buzz
now-
was creepier.
but for now we're gonna learn that this was all actually a betrayal.
I've had enough. I'm going to create a monster.
monster to end all monsters.
And I'm going to send it out to destroy all the dragons.
Huh?
Even the little hatchlings.
Aw.
Yes,
Aw.
it will smash them and
Oh.
Also, that's just
crush
such a
them
cute
and
little
grind them and
detail.
tear them
Holy
know.
matricide, Batman.
Smear them and smush them and
Jesus
crush them and
Christ,
break them.
Sorceress, chill.
Let me out here, you.
I'll say there, Agent 9.
But, won't that kill them?
It doesn't matter.
I just love that. It's, like she goes into like extensive detail about like how she basically will kill them. She's like,
All this
"Are you
time
going to
you've only
kill
wanted
them?"
For their wings?
Of course you
And
want
yeah,
them in
ta-da!
your
We're actually
I
weren't gonna
need
keep.
them for a spell,
So yeah, I don't. So in this
live
instance here, the dragons weren't actually the source of magic. She just wanted them back for a spell.
What did you
I
think I was going
I
to
don't
do?
know if that's entirely the case though, because they don't ever elaborate it on. They like specifically like yeah, the wings can be used for an elixir that'll make her immortal, but I don't think that automatically means she's gonna keep all the magic.
Just keeping them in
Oh,
a
and I do
world
love this
was enough.
exchange here still.
You never said you had to kill them.
I don't have to kill them. It just stops them from wriggling so much.
Fair.
Just yeah, no, like if
Can't believe
between
I
all
listened
this,
to
it's
you.
still kind of a shame that she didn't have more interaction with the heroes.
Insolent brat.
Yeah.
Because she could have very well been the best one, if not the most vile.
Now, where was
To
To
think- Given
we
that
could
she was
have
able to
avoided
one-up the
this
dragons
entire
before.
plot if she just got a Red Bull.
Whoop.
Oh, this is gonna get real ugly.
So with that, it's time to see the sorceress make her own monster. And it's basically gonna be Gulp, but less BS.
I love the battle arena for this level. I mean, for this
Meet
boss.
Scorch. In the belly of the beast, meet Scorch.
Scorch. A giant bat.
Be our last stand.
A big Batman.
The sorceress plans
Oh, Bentley, I
You
totally
mean Man
remember
Bat.
you. Don't worry.
destroy every iota
Yeah, one of
of
those.
opposition, beginning with the two of us. Alas, there is no time for
Too bad Jordy
Please give
wasn't
us
here to
ammo.
Then
listen to
stop
listen to this
ruminating and go bludgeoning.
Of a steady provision of combustible
Darn Tootin'.
Yay.
So there you go. Basically, he's gonna give us ammo, shoot Scorch when his shield is down.
I also really like the boss fight music for this level, too.
That's also fair. Hype, do you have any strong feelings about Scorch when you were playing?
I'm trying to remember, like, I don't know if this is an opinion a lot of people have, but he feels like one of the easier bosses to me.
He really is, actually, yeah.
In a,
Because
in a way.
his attacks are not as nearly as BS to dodge as Gulp's were.
Also, watch out! Crabs!
I think the only missed opportunity the only thing about the boss I'm not the biggest fan of is that, like, I feel like they could have utilized Bentley a little bit more instead of just him just tossing you abilities.
If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, isn't this the same boss that can occasionally hash the first boss again?
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll see that.
Thankfully, you can
We'll
heal
see
him
that.
in one hit, though.
Yeah. But it is an interesting little bit of turning the first boss into an actual enemy we have to fight.
Yeah, this is the only time in the game that they actually do that.
And actually, now that I think about it, how much... Now that I think about it, if Bentley could do that, with just doing that dinky little club twirl attack, it's like, why can't you just do that in his levels proper? That
Yeah.
make his levels a lot more fun.
I don't know how to use a gun.
I'm afraid
Also, we got
I'm not.
TNT rats now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And here we go. This
And
one
there's
Exo
Buzz.
boss. Hey, Buzz.
Just shoot him.
Conserve my
Nice.
ammo for the big guy.
Thankfully, Scorch is understanding enough to allow us to deal with him first.
Yep. Also,
It's
the
like
little
Taker's
Cupid
Eye.
blaster is okay, but oh, not again.
Jesus.
Oh, bo, bo, bo.
I lied.
Think of it.
Aye.
He could have birthed the whole family of those things.
Yeah.
Actually,
Like, imagine like a
actually
boss
beca-
fight where you get chased around by these old guys while the boss is flying around back.
What the
What
fuck?
the hell happened there?
Okay.
I don't know. Die.
Can you take care of him faster? My arms are tired.
Okay, there goes Scorch. Oh, hey! That's me.
It's you again.
Hey!
But wait.
It all came full circle. And hey, you doing a fire breath?
So wait,
Humble
he's
beginnings.
James. So wait, he's James. The bird we were playing as earlier is James. I'm James. How many more fucking James we're gonna be encountering in this whole thing?
Yeah, we.
Enter the James the verse.
Stop asking me to make music videos.
Entering Midnight Mountain World.
I don't know. I'll make them when I feel like it.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Oh, not that, James. Yeah, okay. Well, join us in the next video, as we're going to be after we get a little introduction here. We're
But
gonna be
first,
heading
a
over
message
to
from
the
our
hub.
sponsors.
Oh, has this ever happened to you?
Bianca, did you bring any more food?
Ever have a hungry talking tiger in a cage?
There's no time for that, Hunter. We have to stop the sorceress. She's gonna kill all the dragon hatchlings.
Wait a minute. Why should I trust
Ooh,
you?
I'm sort of surprised now he has a conscience.
You're in a cage, you.
Oh, fun fact. This little dungeon area is fully modeled in Evening Lake.
Yep.
No. You
I mean, I
In
imagine they
fact,
save our
there's a
resources.
portal right behind Bianca that's never used in the proper game.
Hurt the dragon.
I guess it was just to justify where they go.
Yeah, but you never
How they-
see it.
I mean, well, yeah, it reunited, yeah. But that being said, now that Hunter has more or less been freed, we can actually go visit him whenever we want now.
Yeah, but why would you ever
I'll-
need to do that?
Although this next part is actually going to be fully backtracking to finish up the Hunter section of the Lost Fleet and the Speedway I skipped in the last video.
Oh,
Sounds
wow.
good.
Now that he's been liberated. So join us as we do a little bit of cleanup before we tackle Midnight Mountain proper.
All right, till next time, everybody.
Let's take an evening nap.
Spyro, you won't believe what just happened to me.